Hi, my name is Ralf Graves, and I'm the Director of Regional Institutes at FAIMER in Philadelphia in the USA. I've been working with Safri from the very beginning, and it's been my pleasure to see how the fellowship has influenced participants over the last decade. I think that many of them come to the fellowship with the expectation of improving their careers through maybe enhancing their knowledge or their skills, or perhaps pursuing the project that they propose when they apply to the fellowship. I think many are surprised by how much more they get from that, and I think that the opportunities for collaboration is one of the things that they're very surprised by. But you don't have to take my word for that. I'm going to give you the opportunity to hear from many of my Safri colleagues, starting with Vanessa. Vanessa is going to talk about the role that Safri has played in promoting scholarship and co-authorship for publication for many new authors in the field of health professions education. Champion will tell you about his fellowship experience and how, in his case, it has resulted in further academic development and advancement through more collaboration with FAIMER and Safri. Abigail will talk about how she, like many other fellows, became Safri faculty, and how this in turn has led to collaboration with faculty from many other FAIMER regional institutes. Mariki will talk about how her association with FAIMER and Safri eventually led to her winning an international project competition, created for the purpose of encouraging collaboration and dissemination of projects across the globe. And finally, Di will describe a professional development trajectory full of international collaborations that was jump-started by her FAIMER Safri experiences. So now I gladly turn it over to these Safri colleagues with whom it has been my honor to collaborate over the last 10 years. Over to you, Vanessa.
Thank you, Ralf. My name is Vanessa Birch, and I am currently the chair of the Board of Directors of Safri. My journey with FAIMER began almost 20 years ago, when I was selected as one of the first fellows to attend the FAIMER Institute in Philadelphia in 2001. At that time, it was hard to imagine how 12 healthcare professionals dedicated to education could make a difference anywhere in the world. Little did I know about the impact that FAIMER and Safri would have on my life and the lives of thousands of healthcare professionals around the world. After completing the FAIMER Fellowship, I was inspired to pursue a PhD in assessment at Erasmus University in Rotterdam in the Netherlands. This launched my academic career as a health professions educator. In 2007, while I was writing up my PhD, I spent some time at the FAIMER Institute in Philadelphia. In the midst of a cold, snowy North American winter, Ralph and I hatched a provisional plan to develop an institute in Africa. A year later, with the help of 11 enthusiastic and highly talented South African FAIMER Fellows, we launched Safri on a glorious autumn day in Cape Town. As I stood on the sand dunes of Noordhoek Beach, watching the first class of fellows enjoying the sun, I wondered how this small community of people would advance health professions education in Africa. I did not have to wait a long time. By 2009, it was clear that the scholarship of health professions education needed to be shared across the African continent. Once again, I became involved in hatching a new egg. This time, it was the African Journal of Health Professions Education, a journal dedicated to advancing the scholarship of Africa for Africa. Now, almost a decade later, this journal plays a major role in showcasing the work of emerging African scholars, as well as the work of those with a wealth of experience and expertise in health professions education. The scholarship of education gained further momentum in Safri when fellows and supervisors started writing joint papers about their projects. This set the stage for developing new research networks between institutions across Africa and other FAIMER institutes around the world. Before long, multi-institutional and multi-country papers started appearing in the African Journal of Health Professions Education and elsewhere. These major advances in the scholarship profile of Safri encouraged us to explore other avenues of academic dissemination. At first, fellows presented their work at local university conferences, then national conferences such as SAHI and HELTASA, and now Safri faces are seen all over the world. The greatest achievement over the past decade has been the opportunity for all Safri fellows to present their work at national and/or international meetings. Not only do Safri fellows currently present up to 1/3 of abstracts at the annual SAHI conference, but Safri fellows have won conference poster prizes at both SAHI and AMI on several occasions. Furthermore, Safri fellows have been awarded highly prestigious national teaching awards and fellowships by their universities, SAHI and HELTASA. Internationally, there are very few health professions education fellowship programs that have achieved this level of scholarship in less than 10 years. Not only are Safri fellows publishing and presenting their work, but they are obtaining postgraduate qualifications in higher education. We have more than 20 masters and PhD graduates in the Safri community. This is a remarkable achievement for a program with less than 200 fellows. Not only are these achievements accelerating the career progression of colleagues, but they're changing health professions education in Africa. Projects that change and innovate education on this continent frequently have Safri and FAIMER fellows as a key component of the driving force. So, what has the Safri community achieved over a decade? I am extremely proud to say that we have grown and will continue to grow change agents who take on the higher education challenges of the 21st century. Scholars who are establishing pathways to innovation and excellence that will ultimately improve the health of Africa. It is indeed a great privilege to be a member of this community of African health professions educators and scholars.
Hello, my name is Champion. I'm a 2013 Safri Fellow. I must say, being part of the Safri family in the last 5 years has been a fantastic journey and I've enjoyed every bit of it. And I just wanted to add on to Ralph's talk to share my own personal experience with Safri. Safri has been able to develop me in 3 main areas of my life, academically, professionally, and also through Safri collaborations. My project from Safri was replicated in almost 5 institutions in our country, and they've talked of fantastic results regarding clinical teaching for nursing and midwifery. And then I had an article that got published, and actually that was my first article. And since then, I've published almost 10 articles in health professions education from the context and experience in Lesotho. I eventually finished my MSc in my discipline and enrolled for a doctoral degree, which I'm almost finalizing right now. In 2016, I was awarded the International Fellowship in Medical Education, which supported my enrollment into the Masters in Health Professions Education from Keele University in the UK, specializing in assessment and accreditation. And that's one phenomenal opportunity that has managed to develop and make me who I am today in regards to health professions education. I was also appointed as faculty within Safri, and that experience has been breathtaking. I've been able to get mentors, collaborators, cheerleaders, supporters, and really, my experience with both the faculty and the fellows each and every year has contributed to my own professional, my own academic, and my own social development. I cannot explain how much times we get to laugh when we're in the Safri Fellowship residential sessions, which is really quite a different take on how health professions education should be done, and I think it's a fantastic standard. I would love to say congratulations to Safri on the last 5 years of 10 years rather of transforming people's lives, and we hope this is going to happen until it has gone beyond us. Congratulations, Safri, and congratulations to every Safri fellow. Hope this has been a fantastic journey as well. Thank you.
My name is Abigail Dreyer, and I am a fellow at the Sub-Saharan Africa FAIMER Regional Institute, known as Safri, based in South Africa. I started my fellowship in 2012, and after completing that fellowship, I was invited to become faculty. In 2015, I visited FAIMER in Philadelphia as a Regional Institute Fellow, known as a RIF. The biggest contribution to my personal and professional development as a health professions educator, in one word, has got to be collaboration. The dictionary describes collaboration as a noun and as the action of working with someone to produce something. As a fellow, I've collaborated on an individual level, both developing a professional support system as well as a community of practice. I have co-authored in peer-reviewed journals, co-facilitated workshops at national conferences, and written distance learning materials. My involvement as a RIF resulted in developing a proposal for a research study across the regional institutes. This project arose out of an interest to collaborate between the different regional institute faculty. In my experience, Safri epitomizes collaboration.
Hi everybody, I'm Beriki van Rooyen, a 2006 FAIMER Fellow, and since then a part of the Safri family in South Africa. I was in Ayutthaya, Thailand in 2013 while I was 6 months pregnant, attending the Network Towards Unity for Health conference because I was one of the winners of the Projects That Work competition. And I want to tell you about this great opportunity that you also can take advantage of, because it is, as a Safri family member, you have the skills and the experience and the support to make your project work and benefit from this opportunity to collaborate with health science educationists from all over the world. We often think that because we live in South Africa with limited resources, huge numbers and challenges, and huge diversities, we somehow don't measure up to the rest of the world, which is not true. You've shown with your Safri project that you can make a project work. And on top of that, you've got the support of us, your Safri family. It's time to share what you're doing. The Projects That Work competition made a whole difference in my life and career. FAIMER sponsored this unique opportunity where you can share your project with people from all over the world and benefit from it. You get rewarded if you win this competition. What an amazing opportunity to network and spend some time with your family away from your home family. Because let's face it, we all want to know what you are doing, and we can support each other and network even more. I did not eat the blue crayfish in Thailand, but it was an experience I'll never forget. I came home with lots of new ideas, lots of new motivation. I made new friends internationally, health science educationalists like myself, and my network has enlarged, all thanks to Safri and FAIMER.
Thank you, Ralf, for inviting me to share some of my experiences of collaboration through Safri. My name is Di Manning, and I've been a Safri faculty member since 2009. But I was a 2008 FAIMER Fellow, so this is also the 10th year anniversary of my association with the FAIMER family. Safri's definitely provided me with a number of wonderful opportunities to collaborate across the globe. I became the Safri representative on a program evaluation advisory group with representatives from other regional institutes, particularly Brazil and 3 in India. We met electronically, but through the initiative of FAIMER to sponsor us to attend the Network Towards Unity for Health conferences, we were also able to meet face-to-face. Another unique and very exciting opportunity presented itself to me when the China Medical University in the city of Shenyang in the northeast of China wanted to establish a regional institute. I was able to spend 2 months in China working with the faculty there to establish the institute and set the program up, and then I was able to teach on the program. I was also invited back to present at international conferences and more recently, I was asked to be an international visiting professor in the Institute for Medical Education Research at the China Medical University. But the international collaboration, which has probably had the most far-reaching effect, was the opportunity to host the 2015 Network Towards Unity for Health conference in South Africa in collaboration with SAHI, the South African Association for Health Educationalists. Under the banner Bambanani, which means working together, we were able to bring together more than 450 colleagues from more than 40 countries around the world. Truly an international collaboration. And of course, it goes without saying that we are constantly building our African network of colleagues and collaborators, of researchers, friends, and people that we are delighted to call members of our Safri community. Safri has truly become a gateway to collaboration.